and that's wonderful. I love to experiment. I'm also Mr. Plastic Foundation. See that? The chuckle going on from the peanut gallery over there?
I have two hives with plastic.
One of the reasons I went to Plastic Foundation is you can get it in black. And when you're standing there with a foundation, just like Tony teaches you to, and you're letting the sun go down in the cells, if you have black foundation, that minuscule egg will jump right out at you so you can see it. We are going to have a special side class in the next bee school of how to find eggs. Because you laugh, but I am having the greatest problem with people's inability to find eggs. Because when you move frames, you've got to move a frame with an egg in it. Because the new hive can't do anything with larva and pupa. It's too late. It's got to have an egg that's preferably 1 day old. And that's the tiniest thing you can ever look at. It's like a white pin at the bottom of the cell. And it's dead center in the cell. What do we call it when we have 7 eggs glued on the side of a wall of a cell?
Laying worker.
Laying worker. I have pictures this year. Everybody that's coming to bee school, I'm going to present them a picture of a hive with a frame full of laying workers so that they'll never ever forget that. I'm also experimenting. I saw when Jane. When Jane taught how to light a smoker, she used pine needles. So all this summer I've seen pine needles everywhere. But I didn't have any, so I had an old burlap bag. I washed it, cut it up into strips, and I found this works well. If you went up to Humble to get a nuke, you saw Paul grabbing a handful of baler twine and shoving it in his smoker. Well, baler twine is treated with an anti-rot material, and unless you leave it out on the fence posts and let it get washed down for a year, you may be having problems. And also, the reason I asked Holly and Dave to bring their ash vacuum, Holly sucked a swarm out of a cedar tree with their ash vacuum, and I didn't know what the suction capability is, so I brought my real expensive bee vacuum that Humble Abodes, that Brushy Mountain sells, and I want to compare the sucking volume, because I can regulate the amount of air that is in the suction tube in mine, but theirs is 1 speed. And if you can use an ash vacuum for sucking stuff out of houses, that's usually what you use it for, when they're not trees, because trees you can cut limbs off and get them out of there. So that's a couple of things today we want to talk about.
Amy's ready. That's if you've got a storm. Sometimes you can just not.
Show them the ropes while I video.
You don't want to. Just show them the remote.
Okay, what does Amy have on here for help in cooling off the hive? Can you see it?
A wedge.
In the back here, there's a little 3/8 by 3/8 stick. If I'd had my druthers, I would have put that on the front. But that's just the way I was taught.
Now, Amy, this is one you've had problems with, that not accepting the queen.
This is
Oh.
the hopefully the strong one.
Okay, good.
This one swarmed. I tried to swarm many times. Actually, this is all going to be Lined up. Looking. Safe.
So, Amy, are these 10-frame mediums or 8-frame?
It's a mixture. These are 10-frame mediums, but as you see, I do have a a shallow in here.
Yeah.
That was mostly by mistake. Gets mixed in, you know, and put too far down. But this is, if we personally take any honey, hopefully it will be from this box.
Yeah. The maroon one?
This one, the maroon one. If you have technical difficulty.
Lady from New Jersey had to put this on Tuesday, and I should have checked it.
I have another suit.
I have my stick with me, Pete, if you want it. It'll fit you. Got it?
Yeah, I just had to reload the neck zippers. Thank you.
It's a perfect spot for the beehive.
Pardon?
It's a perfect spot for the beehive.
It's the best on our property because we have a lot of wind on the ocean side and not a whole lot of sun that is clear enough for a beehive. We had another one tucked right back here. So, but 2 seems better.
Yeah.
I always remember
If the
Tony
fog
saying
comes over us,
not the best place for them.
or it just gets foggy here.
Because
It's pretty hot.
they don't have the forage, the room to forage. And if you look at our house on Google Earth, we're totally surrounded by forest. And then there's a golf course. Chemical treated golf course.
Did you hear that last comment?
Oh, I hear her over here.
Would you please repeat your last comment?
A large heavily chemically treated golf course.
They all are.
Up in Union yesterday, David Spar was giving his lecture on mushrooms. And he said, don't pick any mushrooms out of a weed-free lawn because it's been treated. And I have to agree with him. Now, Amy, can I pick on you?
Yeah.
Okay. Amy has